Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's Miss D here, coming straight at you with story time. Once again, it's story time. Yeah, y'all, coming at you with a story time. I tell you what, I've been looking at some things. When I tell you, I look at crime stories. I'm a person that loves horror movie and crime stories because you know what? I try to solve the case when it comes to crimes. I will analyze what is going on. Then I start visualizing my thoughts on what happened, why it happened, who is the criminal, who should be charged. Yeah, that's just me, Miss D. So how y'all doing today? Hope y'all doing pretty good. I was looking at this, I guess this young man had committed a robbery. He committed a robbery. Him and a few other his friends, they committed a robbery. But one of the friends got shot by the officer and died. Got shot by the officer, died. The family is basically saying they don't understand why their son, three of the guys took a plea deal. And one, he decided, I'm not going to take a plea deal that I committed murder because I did not pull any trigger. The cop pulled the trigger. He's facing up to 80 to 90 years. They hit him with all kinds of charges, including murder. Now, this is my thought on this. I'm a firm believer if you did the crime, you need to do the time. You gotta understand how the laws work in your state. You've got to. His family even came out and said, this is ridiculous that they gave him these charges and he did not murder anyone. No, he did not. This is what happened. When you're in a state that says if anyone dies in this situation, then the parties who has been committing the crime, guess what? They're going to be held liable for that. Reason why they're going to be held liable for that is because, first of all, you decide to get with your friends and go commit a robbery. Now, when you're committing a robbery, you never know how that robbery is going to come out. You do not know. You do not know if you're going to get killed or if the person that you're robbing is going to get killed. Because you're going on an intent to commit a crime. Now, say for instance, let's just give an example here. If me and a friend of mine, we're two elderlies, we're in a state where if a death is involved, then we will be charged. Okay, let's just give this an example. Okay, we go and commit a crime. We decide that we're going to rob someone or burglarize a home. We're going to rob someone. Let's just say we robbed someone. Oh, stick 'em up. I got this butcher knife, and I'm going to stab you if you do not give me my money. It's not my money. It's yours, but I'm about to take it. And I'm about to take that and whatever else you have. This is just an example. Just an example, guys. I've never committed a crime. Never been convicted of a crime. I'm just giving an example because this case, the family does not understand why their son is being charged for his friend murder. They don't understand that. In the scope of law, we have got to read up on, they have law libraries. You can go to a law library. You can even go to a public library and go to the law section. Look up information that's pertaining to your state, your city, what have you. Do research on it because you'd be surprised. Officers have a license. A license. When I say a license to kill, well, it's gotta be legit in order for them to get off. Well, this young man's family, I guess, they gave everybody a plea deal, and his family, allegedly, I'm not for sure, if his family said, honey, don't take the plea deal because you did not murder him. Well, he has a public defender. Public defender probably went along with the family. Well, what do you guys think? He's a public defender. He's going to get paid by the state, most definitely. But the family ain't paying him nothing, so he gonna follow your plan. People don't understand that. This lawyer is going to follow your plan. But in the scope of law, I'm no lawyer. I'm sorry. I'm no lawyer. I'm just using terms. I am no lawyer, by all means. But they gave this young man, anywhere between 80 to 90 years. The other guys, they took the plea. They won't hardly do no time. They went and they robbed someone. Now, I use me as an example and my elderly friend. Okay. If Betsy seemed to, her and I go and rob somebody, and I say, hey, stick 'em up. I don't have a gun. I have a knife. Or yet, Becky have a knife. Give us your money. Give us everything you got. We robbing someone that's elderly as us. Someone see it and they call a popo. They call a popo. We decide. We start hearing police cars. She run to the left and I run to the right. Look, I'll meet you at so-and-so, so-and-so. Okay. We moving like little turtles because we too old to run. So basically we out of breath and we running. I'm running to the right and she running to the left. Guess what? All of a sudden I hear something say, pow, pow, pow. I hit the ground and I'm ducking. I looks back. The coast is clear. So I'm out of breath and I'm running, still trying to run home. So I have to walk. I'm out of breath. Okay. By the time I get home, police is there. And it's like, oh my God, what's going on? Police said, freeze. I put my hands up. What did I do, officer? What did I do? The officer, hey, you're under arrest for committing a robbery and murder. A robbery and murder? Officer, I was just walking. I robbed somebody? I murdered somebody? I don't recall. I'm too old to be robbing and murdering somebody, officer. But yet, somebody had already videoed us. Called the cops. The cops seen my face. I done made up a whole different story. So, I gets down to the headquarters and they decided, hey, we're booking you on first degree robbery. No, they give me, yeah, go ahead and give me first degree. I was going to say second degree. They give me first degree robbery. And then they give me hit me with murder charges. And I'm saying to them, I'm sorry, I didn't murder anyone. Guess what? They tells me that my best friend done died. She pulled her butcher knife on the officer and said, come get me. And as she telling them to come get her, she starts slashing the knife toward them. So they had to shoot her. Now, I would have thought that they would have shot her in her knees because, you know, the older you are, you can't hardly move. Just hit the knees. Why are you going for any other area? Hit the knees. So, she ended up dying. Now, guys, like I said, this is just an example. This is, you may come in on this video, oh, who died? No. I'm giving an example. Pay attention. So, they get me a lawyer and everything. The lawyer tell me the charges and this, that, and other. Now, me being an elderly, I'm trying to figure out, who did I kill? I don't recall killing anyone. Well, guess what? You never know how the crime is going to come out. Because the person that may have got robbed may have got killed. If they got killed, guess what? We will still be liable for that. Because in Chicago, if anyone is committing a crime and someone is murdered doing that crime by an officer while the other party is committing that crime, guess what? That person who committed that crime gets charged. Because you know what? You don't know how that crime was going to come out. You don't know how it was going to come out. You don't. You thought it was going to come out that you robbed somebody, and guess what? Somebody ended up getting killed in the end. If you had not committed the crime, you will not been doing the time. Simple as that. So, if you don't want to get stuck to any crime, may I make a suggestion? Don't do the crime. That's the bottom line. You set out to rob someone. In the end, someone got killed while that was going on. While you were committing that crime. Someone got killed. Whether it's one of your parties or the person who you was committing the crime on. Someone's life was taken. So, you have to face your time for that. Remember that. Don't do the crime if you do not want to do the time. And you know what? I know that there are some people that are out there who are innocent that are in prison. There are some that's out there in prison that are innocent that's been railroaded. I get that, I understand that, but I looked at that. The young man, I want to say he was 14 years old. They was trying each one of them as an adult. He'd be an old man by the time he get up out of there. But his family, they sat there and they could not believe that he was getting charged for that crime. They couldn't believe it. They said he didn't murder anyone. No, he didn't have to be the trigger man. He went to a crime scene on the intent to commit a crime. In the end, one of his friends got killed. If they had not went to commit that crime, his friend would not have gotten killed. Gotta look at it that way. So, because of the crime that they committed, that caused his friend to get killed. So, of course, even if he wasn't the trigger man, police officer was the trigger man. Guess what? That's how the law works in Chicago. So, what you guys got to do is get together and get a petition or what have you to change the law. Change the law. You know, it used to be back in the day where when the cops, well, back in my day, I'm an elderly. So back in my day, when the cops shot at you, they shot you in your foot or your knees. That's what the cops did. These cops nowadays, no, they shooting to kill. So, be careful out there. Learn your laws, because I really had to get into it and learn some things. Some things I still don't know. Life is a learning process. There's no manual whatsoever that goes with the human. You have manuals for equipment, manuals for other stuff to be put together, but you don't have a manual for a human being. It's a live and learn process. Remember that, folks. I want to thank you guys. I'm up, I'm out. This is Storytime for DB. See you guys in the next video. And you guys have a safe and you have a blessed day. I'm out. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Let your girl Deb know how she's doing. I appreciate it.